How you guys doing? Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Welcome back to another episode of Animal Crossing. Today is, what is it, 273 if I'm not mistaken? We're ticking down those episodes. We're already down below 100 left. I'm actually thinking to see if I could just possibly just get cards to be able to get all my favorite Animal Crossing people or people that I've always wanted. I'm not exactly sure. I've been thinking about it. I bought 10, right? I've used three. I've used three? Have I used three? I've used three. Yeah, I've used one on Whitney, Anka, and Eloise for my little sister. Right? She loves the elephants. She loves Elephant the elephants. Um, oh my goodness, I just got done watching some Bleach with my little brother. I took a little break from working on D&D, there was a lot of small work today. To make a map look like people live there, there's a lot of fucking things I gotta do. After this, I have to add all the dead bodies, and then I'm pretty much done with that. I also want, because it's just gonna be a giant runaway type of thing, where everyone's gonna be running away pretty much from these spooky monsters that can one-shot a lot of people. The intellect devourers, for D&D, which are like these brain doggies, where they steal your intellect and they steal your int score in D&D, and when your int score goes down to 1 or 0, you're brain dead, you're vegetable, right? You have to have an intelligence of 4 to be conscious, if I'm not mistaken. So it's actually very, very cool. What I have to do. Faux shearing, there we go. Faux shearing coat. This was actually for... Oof. I love how my breath is, This is actually for Coco. We're gonna go give that to her really quick. Actually. So. Oh my god. Dude, the map that I'm making, I think it's going to hit a gig with how much resources I'm putting into it, which is fucking insane. It is absolutely insane, with me putting it at like a gig. Like a gig? Are you kidding me? And I'm gonna have to I'm probably gonna turn it into a GIF. And I think the GIF is gonna be not that big. I'm not home right now. Coco's outside. Where is she? Where is Coco? Coco. Ice fishing. Anka, I see you. I don't want to get sidetracked. I just want Coco. Let's see. Where, oh, where can my little Coco be? Where, oh, where can she be? Oh my goodness, look at all these frosted treetops, beautiful. Oh my god, that dude's like in permanent hibernation. Remember my journey of getting a snapping turtle? Do you recall that? I do. If you recall, maybe like 50 plus episodes ago, I was talking about Bleach a lot because I was reading Bleach with the anime board on 4chan, right? 4chan. 4chan. And we were doing a read along, and I was reading it and seeing people shitpost and making jokes and whatever it may be. It was really fun to read with all those people, all those just anonymous people. The read alongs on there were pretty great. I got into Gantz because of it. I also was talking about Gantz and Bleach all at once. Because of it, I got into Gantz. I ended up learning Gantz, and I was like, wow, it's really good. I really like it. Ooh, look at that, a Raha Brook. Raha Brook. Let's see, where are they? I've gotten to the part. Oh my goodness, Lionel, I totally did not expect you to be there. I got into the part where it's gonna be pretty much, Aizen has gone cocoon form, and he's pretty much gonna whoop everyone's ass. And then Geen is gonna do his surprise attack, and it'll be like, oh, Geen was a good guy all along. He just wanted to kill Aizen because he hurt the person he loved, and he acted like a villain the entire time to get close to him, just so he could stab him in the back, when his guard finally goes down. Type of thing. It's pretty much that. She's wearing a dress right now. Bitch, put a jacket on. And now we're gonna be matching. Look at this. We're gonna be so cute. And it does look like something she would wear, because green suits her very, very well. So, my wonderful Coco, I am actually going to go to my house really quick. As stated prior, when I got Whitney's photo, I was ecstatic, right? I didn't know it was going to happen. I did state that I want to put people's photos in front of their homes. And I should possibly do that with Whitney. Oh, excuse me, with Coco, because Coco was my first one. She should be in the magma room. Hopefully, hopefully I didn't sell it. I don't think I could rebuy it, to be completely honest with you. I'll go check. No, excuse me. Excuse me. Let's see. So this is called a Coco's photo. So if I were to, like, let's say, look for it, right? It would be, let's see, Coco's photo. Coconut. Doesn't look like it shows up here at all, which is kind of sad, but hey, I totally understand it. Excuse me. Big coffee. Coffee, cough, cough, cough. But oh my god, dude. I've been in D&D work quite a ton. You know what's kind of interesting? I got asked by my mom yesterday, and she was like, "Hey, do you want to go see your sister's new house, right? Is that something you want to do?" And I thought about it, and I was like, yeah, you know what? It would be cool to see her new house, but like, I'm not stopping there for like 30 minutes. I'm not stopping there for like 20 minutes. I'm not stopping there for like an hour or two. We're gonna be there for like fucking 12 hours. And I'm like, what? God, there's so many things flying in the air. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do during that time? Like, what am I going to do? I'm just gonna sit there and do nothing? Because all we're going to do is just sit there and do nothing and watch TV. And they're gonna drink, and I'm just gonna be like, why the fuck am I here? Like, I'll play with the new pup, but like, I don't know. I was thinking about it, and I was like, there's like nothing going on because, you know, COVID's going on, no parties or anything like that, nothing to keep me, from being fucking bored. So I was just like, oh no, I guess I'll wait till there's time to do it, because I do want to see the new house. Apparently they got like a 2-story house. They got a house that's like, I think they got a house that's like too big for them, if I'm not mistaken. But they got a house because they wanted to start a family together, right? So I completely understand that. Those rooms are going to be filled soon. I don't know when, but they will be. And I don't know, man. It's interesting. It's interesting. Definitely, I can say that. Coco, cutie Coco. But yeah, I also have D&D stuff to work on, too. So there's no reason for me to go. I would have gone if we were there for like an hour or two, but we're gonna be there the entire fucking day, and they live far. They live an hour drive away. So I'm just like, oh god. Ugh. I find it funny, you're like, oh, like, can't you just talk to your sister or family or whatever? Like, we're not close like that, and, you know, we can't really talk for too long, right? My family thinks I'm weird. They think I have no heart, right? Because of the way that I talk and how I handle situations, right? So, they don't think I'm, like, a person. They just, like, remember me being, you know, a teenager and saying God doesn't exist and you're stupid if you believe in God, right? Like when I was an edgy boy, they still think I'm like that, and I'm not. I can see, I like, you know, usually when people fall into, or learning about being an atheist or whatever it may be, they always just hate any form of worship, no matter what. Just because you end up viewing a lot of the lies and manipulation that happens within it. Excuse me, Clay. Excuse me. And then you see people following it like a doctrine, which, oh, guess what it is. And then people just being ignorant, right? Going against their teachings, and you're like, this is all bullshit, right? Whatever it may be. I do still think that, but I don't voice it that way, within a sense, right? I'm not angry at it. I don't hate the people for doing that. It does good, which is kind of weird to talk about it, that it does good. It does a lot of bad, too. when there's light, there's dark. There's nothing. Nothing is ever truly wonderful. This beautiful tree is casting a shadow, right? There's always darkness in the light. And you can say, like, oh, you're not supposed to focus on the darkness, which is, if you want to live a regular life, right, going forward, then yeah, that's what you do. You do live a life without looking at the shadows, and you'll be much happier. That's when people usually say, oh, ignorance is bliss, because it is. The ignorance you have for the world outside, thinking only your world's the thing that exists, is you'll be a lot happier in the end, right? I don't think it's bad to shut yourself off from everything. There's just different types of people. I don't know. That's usually what I think, right? That's usually what I think. I don't know. Oh my god, I was such an edgy boy back in the day. I remember that. I remember saying that to my grandfather, that I don't believe in God. I remember he was asking me for praying or what I believed in, whatever. It was all because of the metal music I listened to. Ooh, so close. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What are you doing? Dude, I'm so fucking close. It's not even funny. Come on, man. I remember he asked something related to it, and I was just like, oh no, it was 2 times. Relaying something from days ago. And he told me I'm going to be in a point in life where no one and anyone is going to be there for me, and only God will be. And that's when I'll know, right? That's when I'll know he's real. That's what he told me. I'll be in a point of despair that paperweight cap. Very cute. I look cute in it. The short haircut definitely looks super cute. I will be in a point of despair where I will have no choice but to turn to him, pretty much, right? I remember being told that long ago, and I was just like, that's kind of fucked up. Sounds like you're threatening me, sir. Sounds like you're threatening me, sir. Oh, Whitney, my dearest Whitney, my beautiful Whitney. Well, hon, nice to meet you. Is there something you need from me? The store is full of delightful stuff. Beautiful. Whitney, we got a cacao tree, we got that, we got that. That ain't something worthwhile, to be completely honest with you, brother. Ain't nothing worthwhile right there, ain't nothing worthwhile. I want to play Genshin more, very badly. I was playing a little bit when my brother came to mess with me. Before he asked me to play Bleach, I wanted to play it for a couple hours to break. I wanted to play for 2 hours exactly, and then my break turned into 5 hours of watching Bleach, right? But I enjoy it. I enjoy Bleach. I love the part where we're at. This is like my favorite. You know, he's still a teenager, so like him like getting feelings for things isn't entirely there. You know, being a young teenage boy. Hiding away from your feelings and calling things gay or lame or weak or whatever it may be. You know how it goes. I've been through it. You know, he's gonna go through it. There's gonna be a point where there's going to be awakening. Either it's with the girl or him being hurt or anything along those lines. Something will happen, or one day he'll just wake up and things are just different. I can definitely say that when I was like 25-ish, 24-ish, I just woke up and I was like, things are different. Things are not the same. The way I think is not the same anymore, right? Like, I don't, like, this edgy persona that I put on, I was like, why do I even do this? Like, there's, like, I just woke up from it, and it ends up melting away, and then whatever that persona that I was carrying as a teenager just ended up going away. Although I do that persona to be, you know, weird, edgy, silly guy on the internet, whatever it may be. I also do that with most people because that's what people view me as. And so I just keep up that act, that charade, continuously because that's just what people expect of me. and I'd rather not have them not have those expectations. Have ruined their expectations, I guess you can say. Or at least that's what my opinion of it is, you know. It's kind of interesting, in a way. You know, edgy, you know, flips hair. A little edgy, I could definitely say. Like a little edgy. A little edgy. Not so much edgy, not so big, not so big, I tell you. I tell you, the biggest boys come with the biggest fries. I have not figured out what the fallout for that whole Donald Trump thing yesterday was. I talked about it yesterday, where he said, I want $2,000 given to the hardworking people of America, because they deserve it. You know, the Democrats, they've been stopping the bill from going through when it was the Republicans the entire time, right? You know, we had that, and I explained to you the only reason that they're doing a stimulus package packed in with a whole bunch of a spending package. It's packed in with a spending package, which is why the stimulus is in there. The spending for pretty much for military, for keeping what is it? Oh god, I read when I was looking at the pages, and it says for democracy in Peru, if I'm not mistaken, which is just our foreign affairs of just fucking with the government, right? Espionage bullshit, which I find absolutely hilarious, right? The spending on it. And, you know, and he went on, and he was like, what are we gonna do with the fish? All the fish? What are we gonna do with the fish? $1 billion to fish. Who cares about fish? I care about the people. You know how it goes. Skateboarding helmet. Thank you, Anka. I wonder what's gonna come out of it. I don't know if 600 is gonna come out of it, because if I'm not mistaken, the Senate could just say no to it. They don't have to do anything, but then that also puts a lot of pressure on the Republicans. And I'm wondering what's going to happen, because the Democrats really you know, it was gonna be, the Republicans were gonna be throwing the Democrats under the bus, and then the Democrats did like a no you, and now the Republicans are being viewed as wrong, and a lot of groups, even like the Republican older groups, the boomers, are like, yeah, why are we getting $600? Fuck you guys. I can't believe it's our group stopping us from doing that, right? Our team. So it's interesting seeing people kind of unify over this. When it comes to giving like free money, you know what's interesting? Like free money, like money is like such a simple thing that people are like, yeah, give it to me. I want it. We all understand the value of money. It's been beaten down to us, like, till we're bloody on our knees. The idea of what the meaning of money is. $600 is not a lot. It's not. It's a paycheck for 2 weeks. Right? 2 weeks. At a job that pays you $9.25. Not even. It's not even 2 weeks. Not even. Because if you work a job that gives you $9.25, right, you're probably making anywhere from $5.78 to $5.65. $6.65. Where am I going? So, people understand that. And giving handouts like this is socialist within a sense, and no one says no to that. But when it comes to people getting, you know, having their medicine paid for them, people, illnesses being taken care of, or whatever it may be, everyone always goes up in arms, and I hate it. I just hate it. You know, the way the Republicans have coded everything, and this whole view of communism that we have, and this view of communism and socialism being like mixed up and mixed, everyone always feels like, oh yeah, once we start doing this, we're just gonna become communists, and then we all make the same money. We all get the same amount of food. We all get the same amount of sleep. We all get the same beds. We all get the whatever it may be. You know, 10 bazillion people died under communism. That's one of the things they always say constantly related to it. But that's not how it would go. I don't even think the government would even let that happen. You would get a smidge of socialism, right? Like Medicare, a smidge of it. That was just like a smidge That wasn't for all, you know, not everyone. It was for a specific amount of people, and people rely on it. And it was just a smidge, just a little smidge, right? Or healthcare for people, so you can go in. So you can take an ambulance and go like, oh, like other countries. There's different countries. I've dated someone from Canada. I think it was Canada, if I'm not mistaken. They took a ambulance, right? And I'm like, whoa, how can you afford an ambulance? She's like, what are you talking about? It was $5. It was $5. And it was like $20 or something like that in total for everything to have her fixed, right? On that day. Right? It was an emergency. And I was like, that doesn't happen here. I would have to get a ride, you know, or walk, like if I end up getting, because what ends up happening in that car ride ends up being 8 grand. That car ride ends up being 10 grand, 15 grand, right? It ends up being 1/4 of your wage for the entire year. It fucking ruins you, bro. It's disgusting. I don't know why people don't see this. I don't know why people are okay with this. I don't know why the elderly are okay with it. I don't know why some fucking Democrats are okay with it. I don't know why some libertarian. Well, I know why libertarians are okay with it. They just hate anything fucking done from the government, right? You know, we give all these wages to the government to do a whole bunch of things, and then when it comes for them doing something to us, they don't do anything, and it's heartbreaking. And I hope it radicalizes a lot of people. I hope this shit radicalizes a shit. I hope this stimulus fiasco is going to radicalize a lot of fucking people, or people are going to fucking see how things truly are. And I hope people remember. I hope it's not a thing that we just forget, right? Because these are things, like, when you think about it, these are things that our parents don't really think about. A lot of people don't think about this stuff because they work. They work, you know, majority of their day is, and majority of their life is at work. You spend 5 days of the week at your job. If you're a full-timer, right, it's 5 days at least. My friend is a full-timer. He's supposed to only work 5 days, but they have mandatory, which isn't mandatory, but if you don't go, you get fired, by the way, mandatory overtime. And so he's forced to work 6 days. Right? 6 days, if not even 7 days, with no day off. Right? 12-hour shifts. Long. They're supposed to be 8 hours, but you're supposed to say the extra 4 hours because you're a team player. And if you don't, then your hours start disappearing. Right? So, you know, we also work too much. We also don't have a lot of rights when it comes to working. There's so many things that are kind of fucked up. I remember listening to someone explaining what we get as workers here, and then having people from all around the world who have different type of rights than us being like, why do you let them treat you like that? Why do you let that happen? Why? Like, what do you mean you don't get sick leave? What do you mean you get sick leave for only a specific amount? I can only be sick 7 days out of the year at my old job. I can be sick for 7 days out of the year, and I can go on vacation for 5 days. That's it. So out of 365, right? So 365. So 300 and let's see, minus 5, 360. So 353 days out of the years, I have to be able-bodied and be able to work to be able to get those days, right? To be able to get 13 days to myself, where I don't have to worry about money. That's fucking insane. It's fucking insane, and I hope things change. I hope they do. I hope as I get older, things change, and people start learning, and the people suffering makes people radicalize and know that the rich and the people up top, them feeding on to the corporations is making us drown beneath their wealth and dragging us ever closer to poverty as time goes on. And the bigger corporations are, you know, when I say that, you think of oil, you think of energy, you think of trade, shipping, you think of commerce, right? Trade and commerce. You think of factories, right? And this is related to almost anything. McDonald's doesn't make their money from food. They make their money from franchising and rent. They're landlords. Isn't that fucking weird? Anyway, my name's Luna. As always, stay frosty. Have a wonderful day.